Hello, I'm Karpyk, and today I'm going to be playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and I want to be showing you some things I found out from a YouTube video. It was about testing the recoil to do with aiming stability. So, I made this new SKS class, which was featured in the video, and it is actually quite a bit better than my one that I was using. And I did mod mine. Mine is more of a rushing one, so like small maps, shipment, the shoot house, maps like that. Mine is pretty good, but this one, it's good for basically all around, especially at longer ranges, because it is pinpoint accurate. Like, it's not a laser beam, because the laser beam has to be a full auto, but dang, it's very accurate. So here's the stuff. Tac laser, I just have a Cronin optic. I would say any of the ACOG optics, so the 3.25 times. Maybe the thermals, but they kind of got nerfed, so yeah. The SKS rifle stocks are just the classic one. It's the wooden one if you don't have gold. Just whatever perk. Sleight of hand is what I have. You can use whatever. Presence of mind, not for this class, but you know, whatever. And for ammunition, just the default, barrel default, muzzle default, and under barrel is the tactical foregrip. And I'll put this in a match, and I'm just going to show you what the aiming stability looks like on this gun, because it is insane. So I'll actually do a comparison between this one and then my other class. So yeah, it's really insane, the difference. Just before the match starts, here is what I used to be using for my SKS. Just whatever optic. A monolithic suppressor, 16-inch barrel, commando foregrip, and a hunter stock. So let's see how this one goes. Both classes are the same, only thing different is the gun. So I just got the crosshairs at the very center of the target. So I'm gonna ADS, and boom, 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 boom. Now let's check that out, how it worked. Oh, this might be a bad example, because those all went directly in the center. I might have to find a different place to do it, but I'll try again. I guess I'll go from here to there with the other one, because it's the same distance. And I will use the other SKS, so let's just switch up. Alright, so I'll go here, and I'll do the same thing. So this one seemed to be more inaccurate, but I also fired the shots off faster. But as you can see, both are very tightly grouped. This is a bad example. I need a longer distance to test this at. So back to my SKS class. I'm just going to ADS at the very center, and then I'll fire 10 shots at a normal fire rate, and we'll see how they go. So center of the target, and so that was a bit slower than I would usually go, but let's check that out. So as you can see, none of them actually hit the center of the target. They went like all over the place. So that's kind of something to say. I don't know. This would be this is a direct headshot location. So I may have gotten one of those, but it wouldn't have been a one-shot kill, I don't think, because that may have been in the shoulder. Oh, also, if you notice, the quality is better. I got a new monitor, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but the colors are brighter and it's nice. So now I'm just going to do that the other way with my other class. Okay, same thing. As you can see, there is basically no idle sway, so I'll try to shoot these off about what normal would be, the same as the last one. So once again, a bit slower than I would usually use the SKS, because I kind of go rapid fire. But if you look at the difference, those are all in a super tight group. All would have been headshots if I was aiming right like that. So as you can see, aiming stability. Between these two guns, you can really tell this one has no idle sway, at all. And if you look back on the other one, I couldn't hold it at even the center of the target. Like, this one is insane. Even going full speed, let's see what it does. Going full speed, I'm going to put off 10 rounds into this target. Or 20. So as you can see, it has a very consistent recoil and very tight grouping. Except for some reason after that shot, it kind of went way all over the place. But this, lots of them hit the middle still. Then bounced, and then they were all very tight there. So if you started aiming here, you would definitely get a kill. But if you're shooting a bit slower, a bit more precise, that doesn't work very well, that one. So let's just set up another target over here, which if you're playing console, you hold up on the plus pad and then you select your spray. You can also do gestures, see, thumbs up. And also, if you hold left on the D-pad, you can inspect your weapon, which I just found out today trying to figure out how to get the spray. So, go that way, and pew, 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 pew. So if you were in Warzone, you would probably be trying to get your shots more accurate. Here it is. I'm going to go on a very long-range map, and I'll try to aim for the middle and see how good they do at that same fire rate. Because from there to there, they're all in, like, the tightest group possible. Because one shot, it basically messes up the whole thing. But it's insane. The recoil stability makes it insane. So if you have the SKS, I would recommend this class, like, 100%. It's perfect. Like, it's fast enough. Like, the movement speed is barely reduced from my class. And that one was already pretty fast. And ADS, I thought would be slow because of the stock. But no, it's still quite good. As you can see. Like that mofo. Boom. 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 Very few milliseconds. I've put the target here, and I'm going to have this one for my SKS class, which is kind of the more rushy class for whatever. And I'm going to be shooting from that window, because that is definitely a long shot location. I think it's almost 100 meters, 70 some. I don't remember entirely. I remember I got from that window into that window. Probably half of my long shot challenges for the crossbow. So let's just do that with my class first. So at close range, my gun has pretty negligible idle sway. But at this long range, you can definitely tell there's quite a bit. Like, it's going all over that target. I also had to change it from there because there's kind of a post in the way that I never realized. So anyway, let's make our first shot in the middle, and then there's 10 shots. Might as well do another 10. Alright, let's go check that out. Oh, and you better be thanking me for this. I fucking hate just moving around the map in Call of Duty. It sucks. So boring. Okay, so as you can see, they all went, honestly, kind of low. So the idle sway, it kind of swerves downwards and in a, like a bowl shape. So, and you can definitely tell that here. So, actually, I should make a maximum idle sway class real quick. Let me do that. I think this is the most unstable you can get with this class, I'm pretty sure. So control is, I'm guessing, what it is. So that's what I'm going to be using, and then we'll test this, and we'll do... Here we go. Here is... Oh, God. Here, it literally circles around the target, this aiming stability, so let's go now. There is 20 rounds, so let's check that out. I don't think most of them even hit the target. So even compared to my SKS, this is utter shit. Like, look at it. I couldn't even get it to aim into the middle. Like, this is, like, oh, the movement speed on this is probably way faster. Especially if you change the mag to that, but it's way faster. But it's not good enough of a boost to make that acceptable. So I'll put another one up here after I just take some drugs, because who doesn't love some drugs? And also I'll put another one here just because I want to, you know, test my other gun that I just made, because it's supposed to be the most mobile gun in the game, and apparently even maybe the most mobile weapon in the entire game. That target right there. Let's go. 20 rounds. Now, one touch of the joystick. So let's just... I made this Uzi class. It's supposed to be the most mobile thing you can get, or at least not necessarily the most, but it's what I tested to make the biggest thing. Let's just shoot that other target there. That's fun. This looks like the mini Uzi that I bought the other day. See? It's like the same looking thing. So let's check this out. As you can see, the shots from the SKS are nothing less than perfect. It has a little bit went down, which is weird because I started here, and there is no idle sway. Like, if there is, you can't notice it. This one, it actually does a lot better than I thought. But I did have to let go of the trigger a few times. It's actually a very fast gun. Apparently you can get the 1911 to go slightly faster, but it's a negligible amount, so maybe I should test the fastest gun in the game in multiplayer. For range, actually. Well, damage drop-off is quite a bit, so select fire. Oh, wait, look at the hip fire spread. Dang, even when you're running or walking, look at that. That is a super tight thing. You don't even have to aim down sight unless you're like shooting ranges you probably shouldn't even be shooting with an SMG. Dang. Anyway, that is the comparison of how aiming stability affects recoil. So here is an average class. Pretty good. Here is a very low aiming stability class. Here is a insane aiming stability class. And here is the fastest gun in the game that has nothing to do with the rest. So I hope you've enjoyed this video and maybe learned a thing or two. Aiming stability, especially for the marksman and sniper rifles, if you're going to be putting off more than one shot, like, especially for, like, the EBR or SKS, and I'd say crossbow too, because that one, it's kind of harder to use than, well, everything else in the game, so not even gonna lie. It's kind of hard to use, but I got gold for it, so Anyway, I would definitely recommend changing some things about your class to make your aiming stability better, because when I started using this SKS class like this, I noticed that I was going for shots that I wouldn't even think about doing before with my other class, and I was getting direct hits, like the 3-shot kills. It is insane. And if you try to control that recoil too, it's just insane. So I will see you tomorrow after 20 seconds of silence.